video tutorial series of the operating system. I am your instructor Varshata. Let's start our lecture series. Topics to be covered in today's lecture, that is page replacement, and we will see the page replacement algorithm. In this lecture, we will see the first in first out page replacement algorithm and what is Baladin's anomaly. Okay, so let's start our lecture. So here, first of all, what is page replacement? Why we require to replace the page? In last lecture, we have seen what is the page fault. Page fault, that means what? Whenever the page that is needed right now for the executions of the program and that page is not present, so at that time the page will be bring from the secondary storage. Okay, so this is what the page fault. Okay, so that's why whenever the page fault is there, at that time we require to replace the page. Okay, so whatever the page that is available in the main memory that are not needed now, so at that time we will select one of the victim page that is going to be replaced. Okay, so here in this figure we see this scenario when the page is going to be replaced. Okay, so for example, here the first step is what? First we have to select the victim page. Okay, for selecting the victim page, there are so many policies are there. Okay, the first in first out, list replacement, optimal replacement, that we will see later on. In this lecture we will see the first in first out. Okay, so on the basis of that policy we will select one victim page. Okay, so that page will be out from the main memory area and that will be stored to the backing storage, whether so if the page is modified, okay, if the page is modified, then modified bit is set. That means we have to store back it to the secondary storage, otherwise it will remove directly. Okay, now here the whatever the page is needed, that will be bring to the main memory when the page will be out. Okay, so here the second step is what? We first have to change the valid bit to invalid. Okay, so whatever the page that is removed from the main memory area, that bit is set as a valid. And when we are removing that page from the main memory area in the page table, we have to set that bit to the invalid. Why? Because now we are removing the page, so that page is not available in the main memory area. So that's why we have to remove that, we have to set that bit to as a invalid. Okay, so second step is what? Change to invalid. Okay, third is what? The page in, that is a desired page. Whatever the page that we needed right now, that will be bring in the main memory area. And next, last step is what? Reset the page table or the new page. Okay, so this is the process that will be done when there is a page fault occur and when we require any page that is not available in the main memory area. So at that time we have to bring that page from the secondary storage. Now here the steps that I have explained, that is written over here. First is what? Find the location of the desired page. Second, find a free frame. If the frame is, if there is a free frame, then use it. If no free frame, then use the page replacement algorithm to select the victim. Okay, and write the victim frame to the disk. Change the page and frame tables accordingly. That means set valid to invalid. Third is what? Read the desired page into newly freed frame and change the page and frame tables. Okay, again you are inserting the page from the backing storage to the main memory area. At that time again you have to set the page table. That means you have to set the invalid bit to the valid bit. Why? Because right now the page is available in the memory area. That's why. Now next is what? Continue the user process from where the page fault occurred. So these are the steps that we have to follow when the page replacement is there. Okay, and notice that if no frames are free, 2 page transfers, one out and one in are required. If frame is free, just one transfer is required, that is page in. This situation effectively doubles the page fault service time and increase the effective access time accordingly. Okay, then that means what? If free frame is there, then there is no any issue. We just have to page in. But if no frame is there, we have to select the victim and then we have to replace the page. That means page in and page out. Okay, we can reduce this overhead by using the modified bit or dirty bit. Okay, so why this modified bit or dirty bit is used? When this scheme is used, each page or frame has modified bit associated with it in the hardware. Okay, the modified bit for a page is set by a hardware whenever any byte in the page is written into, indicating that the page has been modified. Okay, so whenever the page is modified, at that time that modified bit is set for that particular page. So that indicate that that page is modified. Okay, so when we select a page for the replacement, always we have to check this modified bit. Okay, so if this bit is set, what is the meaning of this? If this bit is set, we know that the page has been modified since it was read it from the disk. Okay. Okay, that means what? The page that is read from the disk, now the page is modified in the main memory area. So in this case, we must have to write page back to the disk. Okay, so if such type of cases is there, then we have to write that page back to the backing storage because it is modified. But if it is not modified, then we don't have to write that page back to the backing storage because it is already there in the backing storage as it is available in the memory area. Okay, so two things is that once we have to set the modified bit. If modified bit is there, modified bit is set, then we have to write this page back to the backing storage, and if it is not set, we don't have to write this page to the backing storage. Got it? Okay, so when a page fault occur, page replacement algorithm are used to load the page in the memory. So we will use different type of page replacement algorithm to load the page into memory, and when we find the page frame reference in a main memory, then we have a page hit. Okay, that means whatever the page we require that is available in the main memory, that means that is a page hit. But if that page is not available in the main memory, then it is a page miss. If page miss is there, then we have to replace the page. Okay, now the reference string. What is the reference string? The string of the memory reference is called the reference string. Whenever the example that is going to be asked in exam, like FIFO page replacement, optimal page replacement, then LRU page replacement, everything that can be asked at time, the reference string is given to you. That means the page number of that particular page, the sequence of that page number is given to you, in which sequence the page will be needed. Okay, so that is given to you, that is known as the reference string. Okay, so every time reference string is given to you in the exam. Okay, so now let's see which are the different types of algorithms. So there are different types of algorithm is that. First is what? First in first out page replacement, that we will see today. Then next, optimal page replacement algorithm. Then LRU, that is the list replacement page algorithm. Then second chance page replacement algorithm, and NRU, that is not recently used page replacement algorithm. So this 5 algorithm we will see. So first of all, FIFO page replacement algorithm. The first in first out page replacement algorithm is the simplest page replacement algorithm. Now all of you are aware about this FIFO mechanism. FIFO, that means first in first out. Already you have learned in the data structure, first in first out. Okay, so first in first out, that means the whatever the page that is first loaded, that will be swapped out first. Got it? Okay, so the operating system maintains a list of all the pages currently in the memory with the most recently arrived page at the tail and least recent at the head. Okay, so on a page fault, the page at head is removed and the new page is added to the tail. Okay, so every time whenever we are inserting the new page, that will be added to the tail. Okay, so when a page is required, the oldest page in the memory that is needs to be replaced. Okay, so when there is a no free frame, which page we have to select as a victim? The oldest page in the memory that we have to select as a victim, and that is going to be replaced. Okay, so the performance of the FIFO algorithm is not always good because it may happen that the page which is oldest is frequently referred by the operating system. Okay, so such type of scenario may be there. So it may be possible the oldest page that is frequently referred. Okay, so that means what? We are replacing that page, we are selecting that page as a victim. So every time when this page is required, the page fault will be occur. Okay, so every time we have to do swap in, every time we have to do swap out. Hence, the removing the oldest page may create the page fault again. Now next, here the example. Here you can see the reference string is given to you. This reference string is always given to you in exam. That is the sequence of the page number that is needed when the program is there in the execution. So here you can see it is the sequence that is a 701203042303212017001. Okay, such reference string is always given to you. Now here we are following the first in first out page replacement, and in the exam it is also given to you how many page frame that is available. Here we are using the three page frame. Okay, so here we have done this example using the 3-page frame. Okay, so here first of all the 7 is there. Okay, so for the 7, 3 frame is there. Now initially all 3 frames are empty. Okay, so initially all 3 frames are empty, so we don't have to swap out any page. We just have to swap it. So here 7 is there, so 7 will be there in the frame. So 1 page fault. After that the 0 is there. Again the frame is free, so 0 will be inserted in the frame. So again there is a page fault because 0 is not available in the page frame. Now next is a 1. So again we have the free frame. Okay, so again there is a page fault because 1 is not there in the frame. So now 701 is that 3-page fault will occur. Okay, now next is a 2. Now the page number 2 is there, but the page number 2 cannot be directly inserted in the page frame. Why? Because page frame is not free right now. So what we have to do? We have to select the oldest one. So which one is the oldest one? So from the string you can determine the 7 is the oldest one. Okay, so you have to replace the 7 and you have to place the 2. So here again the page fault occur. So till now 4 page fault occur. Now next is a 0. But 0 is already there in the page frame. So we don't require to replace that page. Okay, so after that 3 is there. Okay, so 3 is there. So again there is a no space in the page frame. So what we have to do? We have to replace the 1 page. So which is the oldest one? So you can see here 0 is the oldest one. So here we have to replace the 0 with the 3. So here 2, 3, 1 is there. After that again 0 is there. Okay, again 0 is there. Now which one is the oldest one? 1 is the oldest one. So we will replace the 1 by the 0. So again there is a page fault and 2, 3, 0 is right now there in the page frame. After that 4 is there. Okay, so if the 4 is there, again the 4 is not there in the memory. Again we have to select the oldest one. So here from this frame you can determine the 2 is the oldest one because it came first from this 2, 3 and 0. You have to select which one is the oldest one. So 2 is the oldest one. So we have to select 2 and it will be replaced by the. After that again 2 is there. So you have to select the oldest one, that is a 3. Okay, so again there is a page fault. And after that 0 is there. So again you have to select the oldest one. Okay, so oldest one is the 4. So that will be replaced by the 0. And after that 3, 2 is there. So again this 3, 2 pages are there in the page frame. So we don't have to do any page replacement. After that 1 is there. So which one is the oldest one that you have to select? So 2 is the oldest one. So that you have to select. So 2 is the oldest one and that will be replaced by this frame. After that again the 2 is there. So recently we have replaced the 2. But still we have to page in the 2 because we need this page 2 right now. Okay, so here again we are replacing the page number 3 with the page number 2 and again there is a page fault. Then now for 0 and 1 we don't require the page replacement because 0 and 1 is already there in the memory area. Same way for 7, 0 and 1. For 7 the oldest one is the 0, so you are going to replace the 0 and after that again we have replaced the 0 and right now we need the 0. So again the 1 will be replaced and again right now we have replaced 1 and again the 1 is needed. So we will replace the 1, we will replace the 2 by the 1 because 2 is the oldest one for the 1. So this is what the first in first out. Whatever the page came first that will be replaced first. So when we are following the first in first out for this frame, this string we have the total page number, total page fault that is 50. Got it? So this is first in first out. Okay, now what is Ballard's anomaly? Generally on increasing the number of frames, a virtual memory is execution becomes faster as less number of page fault occurs. What will happen? Suppose right now we have used the 3 frames. But if you will use the 4 frame, what will happen? The page fault should be reduced. But sometimes it is not like this. If you will increase the page frame, it will increase the page fault. Okay, so this thing is known as the Baladi's anomaly. If you increase the page frame size, it will increase the page fault. That is known as the Baladi's anomaly. Okay, so here you can see this is the reference string and this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in the case 1, we are doing this using the 3 frame. Okay, so if we are doing the using the 3 frame, we have total 9 page fault. Okay, same way we have to calculate as we have calculated in the last slide. Okay, so same way we have to calculate. So you will get the 9 page fault. Now in the case number 2, suppose you will select the 4 frame. So at that time you will get the page fault, that is 10. So here you can see if we are increasing the page frame, we get the page fault in increasing number. So that is known as the Baladi's anomaly. The Baladi's anomaly, that means they determine that if we are increasing the page frame, we will get the increasing page fault numbers. Okay, so in this video we have learned that page replacement and why we required the page replacement. Okay, and what are the steps to replace the page, how we have to select the victim. Okay, so in that we have seen the page replacement algorithm, that is first in first out, and we have seen the Baladi's anomaly. Okay, so thank you for watching. We will meet in the next lecture with a new topic. Thank you.